God damn, it really looks like we're reaching the climax to this arc in One Piece because shit went down in this chapter. Mainly a battle chapter, but shit went down. So the beginning of this chapter, you can definitely see after Law kind of thought back about Corazon and everything that happened. He's, hyped the fuck up. He's ready to go yet again, so he isn't giving up. And it kind of, I think, helped to boost his will a little bit. His morale didn't really help him much, but hey, he's fired up. Why not? See, this is how you realistically do I'm fired up. Yeah, sometimes you can be hyped the hell up to kick someone's ass, but it ain't always gonna go down like that. I mean, he literally fucking pulling a tower towards them, trying to do everything to stop Doflamingo, and Doflamingo just like, really? Really. I fear for Law after this. I really, really do, because it's like, yeah, he could still do surgery on himself and put that back on, but Jesus fucking Christ, Doflamingo is a savage. This dude is a savage. Fucking rips Law's arm clean the fuck off. Like nothing. Like, if that's not some crazy fucking shit, I don't know what is. After this chapter, I'm like, god damn, now this is a fucking fight. And one of the subtleties I noticed of this chapter as well is Doflamingo with his words. He's trying to shake Law up, trying to, get him off his game by telling him things like, you let your emotions get in the way. If it wasn't for you, wanting to do me yourself, ultimately you could have had Kaido come after me. There's so many ways you could have do it, but you fucked up. And then the worst of it all is that he knows he's really trying to drive at his heart by saying, yeah, if it wasn't for you, Corazon might have still been alive if it wasn't for your fuck up with that letter. So you could definitely see the subtleties of it. Doflamingo's not only trying to defeat him physically, but also mentally with just words, and that's a whole other fight. And the beginning of the chapter was just brutal. I don't know if it's just a brutal manga week or something, where like so many different manga I've seen, people are getting fucked up left and right, but Jesus Christ, that was some fucking brutality in the beginning. Law's gonna, if he survives out of this, if Law doesn't die in this fight or in this arc or whatever, he's gonna have to do some surgery to put that bad boy back on, because Doflamingo just fucking savagely did him in. And I think it's a little bit different when he's gonna do surgery on something that was like, clean cut the fuck off, compared to when he just uses room or whatever. I think it takes a lot more time, similar to Luffy surgery. And I'm glad we got a little bit of progression. To be honest with you, this is one of the very few times where I was kind of like, oh, Luffy coming in, like, if you're gonna come in, at least come in for the actual fight, but you still got fucking Bellamy there. But at least we got progression with, first of all, the fake Doflamingo's been completely put into mincemeat, so no more gotta worry about fake Doflamingo, seemingly anyway, because I think he's been defeated before, if I'm correct. So I don't know how many times he could do this or how many times he could spawn it, but the one that he had right there is basically done for. And I was kind of surprised that he decided to let Bellamy go. I think it's a mixture of kind of him not giving a fuck at this point, or like, oh yeah, Bellamy, fuck him. And at the same time, he's like, well, he served the purpose. He's had Straw Hat, kind of put away while I, fuck up Law. So yeah, I'll let him free. I think that's the only reason why he was just like, fuck it, because he really truthfully looks at Bellamy like a pile of dog shit. And then we get even a little bit of the past of how Bellamy joined the Don Quixote. It was pretty simple, and to be honest with you, I don't get why. I mean, in the chapter, he even said himself, Bellamy was like, yeah, I know I followed the wrong person. I know I've been pathetic this entire time, but why did you do it? Because in the flashback, he basically joined seemingly because, like, this town is boring and you guys are the pride of our city or whatever. So it was almost as if he just joined just, like, for the cool thing to do, and it was just somebody that he worshipped, so he was like, I want to do everything like him. So I guess it was just, in a sense, from him idolizing him, why he went this path. But realistically, it's like, I guess when you idolize somebody, you go the distance, but in all honesty, there was really no reason for him to do any of this. If it was something like, Doflamingo did something that, just made him want to follow him for life or whatever, but it was just really him idolizing him and wanting to join for simple reasons like that. I feel as though Bellamy just kind of didn't really need to join him, and he fucked himself over. Although I do gotta give him props that at the very least he knew what he was doing all this time, and getting those little panels, seeing how he developed. I like how the flashback was like very small, tiny little clips of us remembering like, oh shit, this happened, this happened. So we got to see that Bellamy has grown as a character from the time we seen him when Luffy fucked him up all those years ago. So we get to see that he's at least developed as a character, but it's a shame that he's probably gonna go out. I'm hoping that it's legit. Like he said, this is gonna be my last fight, Straw Hat, although it shouldn't be against Straw Hat. If anything, with the development you had up till now, your last fight should have been you trying to take Doflamingo out, and he's kind of like with this pride and everything. I honestly felt as though the character, if he came back And you can definitely see Oda has some sort of plan for him, giving all this development and us getting this flashback of him where he was to where he's at now, and he's still trying to hold on to his pride. I think one of the last things he needed to develop as a character was to say, okay, Straw Hat became a friend to me. I should repay my friend by doing one last attack and, you know, knocking Doflamingo off his game so they could take him out. Even though I idolized him, ultimately you gotta realize sometimes stars or the people that you worship aren't always the people that you wish them to be. But then again, he knew that that wasn't the person you wished him to be, so it's hard to call it with Bellamy. And with all that being said, pretty quick chapter, very good stuff. In all honesty, this fight is brutal. To see Bellamy's development and kind of that there's more complexities to him. It's like he's joined for simple reasons, but ultimately he became a little more complex along the way. And then Doflamingo trying to mentally attack Law while ripping his fucking arms off. Yeah, good strategy, man. So yeah, very good chapter, 8 out of 10 for this one. Carnage at its fucking finest. I'm like, god damn, Don, like, why are you so evil, bro? Why are you so fucked up? You talk about killing your brother and father like it's nothing. Let me know what you thought of this chapter, though. What do you think about Law getting his arm ripped off? Obviously, if he survived this fight, he could definitely put it back on, but it was pretty fucking brutal. What do you think about Bellamy? You think he's actually gonna die? And do you think he's doing the right thing by it? Even though he knew what Doflamingo was all this time and who he was worshipping, he's still like, my last fight is gonna be, you know, with you, Straw Hat, seemingly, although he could be fronting and he's gonna actually use his boing attack to like hit Doflamingo one time. And your overall thoughts of the chapter, I felt it was very good, but that's all I have for this one. Thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed. If you liked anything I had to say or enjoyed the video, drop me a like, I'd greatly appreciate it. And if you haven't subscribed, if you can do so as well, that'd be awesome. I'm ForneverWorld, and as always, people, have an awesome day.